Okay, so this interview is going to be with Cathy Salisbury. And Cathy, I would love it if you could introduce yourself and tell us what job and career you do.
Hi, my name is Cathy Salisbury. I'm a Greenville graduate many years ago. I'm the laboratory manager at the Stratton VA in Albany, New York. I'm a medical technologist, also known as a clinical laboratory scientist. And I got into this field because I liked biology and math. And I was kind of directed by my guidance counselor in Greenville, New York.
That makes sense. So what steps then from leaving high school did you need to take to have a job like this?
So for medical technologists, it's a bachelor's degree, and I went to the College of St. Rose for 4 years, and then you have to do a clinical rotation. The program I went to at the time, it was a 3-in-1, so we did our clinical rotation in various hospitals over spring break, winter break, and so forth. That field right now, you have to sit for, once you graduate, you have to pass a board, and you come out with a bachelor's degree. There's also master's programs. The Albany College of Pharmacy now has a master's program coming out, and there's quite a few colleges in New York State that offer this program.
Okay. And did you work anywhere else before you landed this job at the VA?
Oh yes, I worked at Hudson Hospital, Greene County Memorial Hospital. I worked at Albany Med while I was a student. There's every hospital in the area right now is looking for medical technologists.
Right. Yeah. So this is a job that right now must just be so busy, given everything that's happening in the world. Could you walk us through a typical day in your field of work? And I know right now your typical day might look a little different than it has in the past, but kind of give kids an idea of what to expect in a job such as this day to day.
Okay, when you were a medical technologist, well, I'm a manager right now, but if you went to school for this, you would come out, and I always encourage we have students come from Albany College of Pharmacy. I encourage them to be a generalist. That means that they would work in the various fields of the clinical laboratory, which would be working in hematology. When you have your blood drawn, you look at the red cells. We diagnose leukemias. Microbiology is the area right now that do COVID testing, throat cultures. We look at urine for if you have a bacteria infection, your urine in that area. Chemistry is the area that you work testing with. If you really like to work with instruments, that's where we diagnose diabetes, cholesterol levels, very basic. And then the transfusion service is the area that you would work blood banking. So if you donate a unit of blood, we type your blood there and we set it up to give a person who might need blood from an accident or for other reasons. So depending on a typical day, you would work through those different areas, or you might be focused in one area.
That's so neat. That's such a wide variety of things to have to tackle in a day. What do you love most about your job?
I think when I came out of school, the variety. If you were looking at really, if you're not a people person, don't want to work with individuals day to day, which I like, but some people don't like to work with people day to day. You are behind the scenes and you're giving the doctor's diagnosis. So 70% of the time a doctor making a diagnosis it's coming from the laboratory, whether a person's being diagnosed with COVID or a bacterial infection, or just, you have a sore throat. So we know we are actually helping the person on the other side of that blood sample or another sample that we're getting.
Yeah, but I like what you said there, because working one-on-one with people isn't for everyone. Some people like to have that independence, that kind of behind the scenes job, and that it sounds like this would be a great fit for that.
Mm-hmm. And it's variety. And if you can multitask, I always tell students, if you can multitask, this is the job for you.
That's great. So you're probably never slowing down. You're probably go, go, go.
Exactly. Your day is busy.
Yeah, which makes the day go by fast, honestly. So, what kind of skills do you need then for this job? Like, what type of soft skills? So, whether that be in terms of communication and teamwork, or what trainable skills should someone expect to acquire to really be successful at a job like this?
Actually being able to multitask, being able to think on your feet, working with you're going to be working with nursing, doctors of all aspects of doctors, whether it be a resident, medical student, depending on where you're working. If you like biology, you can't have you're going to be working with different samples from a person, so you might be working with blood, you'll be
Yeah.
working with sputum, so you have kind of a strong stomach, but if you like to do your day to go quick.
That makes sense. Yeah. Gonna have a lot of things on you. Okay. So, what are some challenges that you face in your job?
Challenges right now is that we are extremely busy because of COVID, and we're short staffed across the country. Medical technologists, the field, a lot of us are retiring soon, so we need the next generation to come into the field. So just that our days are busy. And we work 24/7, 365. So if you are, it's good for people who are married that want to have children. You can do off shifts, working weekends, working holidays. But as you work your way up the field, you have different options. You can work like in a doctor's office and just work Monday through Friday. So the challenges right now are trying to find staff.
Yeah, that sounds like a big challenge right now. You kind of covered this in terms of what your work environment is like. It sounds like someone in your field could really work in a variety of different places, but should expect to work in a lab. Is there anything else about the work environment that you'd like to comment on?
You can come out of the field. You will come out of the field being able, once you pass your board, to work in a clinical lab in a hospital. But there's a variety. You can work in the health department. They're making the vaccines. They actually love to have medical technologists. We also, a lot of the med techs go into troubleshooting. They work for the instrument companies that make the instruments to run our machine or testing on. So there's a variety. Salespeople. Once you get that degree, you can really bounce to many different fields.
That's great. That's really great. It's not specialized to one area. Like you said, go for the general, and then you're going to have a lot of doors open to you. That's really good advice. So what are the salary ranges for, it sounds like there are various opportunities, and maybe you don't know this answer for all of those, but what could someone expect a salary range for this type of
salary ranges in this area in New York State right now that are coming out? They are between about $27 an hour up to $40 to $45 an hour. There's sign-on bonuses. So the basic salary in the VA is $54,000 when you're coming out of school, and you can make, as you work your way up the field in years, you can get up to six figures.
Wow.
We are, our field right now, we're hoping with the shortage to see higher salaries out there in the field. There's a lot of sign-on bonuses. A lot of hospitals are offering debt reduction for college. The VA, we offer that. I know St. Peter's does too, Albany Med. So there's a lot of options there.
No, that makes sense. And that's a competitive salary to go right out of school making, and knowing that there's so many opportunities for advancement is great. So I do have one final question for you. And I'm wondering, this is a career day for students in grades 6 through 12. And often we encourage students to take different classes, to try different things. And I know that when you went to school, some of the opportunities that are here now may not have existed, but were there any classes that you took in middle school or high school that connect to your job now that you would encourage a student to stick with and to, try their best in to accomplish before leaving and earning a degree and going on to work in a field such as this?
Biology. And if you have, definitely biology.
Yeah.
The IB program down there, I don't know if you guys are testing, learn what your blood type is. Biology is very important. And basic statistics, if you like a little bit of math, those are really the areas that, if you like biology.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and we have the IB biology class that students can take in 11th and 12th grade. So that's 2 years of some rigorous coursework in biology where they get to kind of guide their own research a little bit there. So that would probably be very beneficial for a job like this. That's great. Well, that concludes my questions. So if there was anything else you'd like to add, feel free.
There are tons of opportunities out there. If you graduate and you pass your board, you will get a job hitting the ground. We have about 12 students every year from Albany College of Pharmacy, and they have a job when they leave in May every year.
Yeah. So job opportunities, job security, this is what our world needs right now. That's what I'm hearing loud and clear. Okay. Well, thank you so much for your time. I look forward to having this video to share with our students. And for those of you who did choose this video, if there's anything that you're hearing that really interests you, but maybe you wanted to learn more, Cathy has offered to be on hand if we have any further follow-up questions. So she works with a lot of folks who are new to the field, who can also answer any questions that we have. So please just reach out to me and I will be able to connect you with Cathy Salisbury to talk more about this field in as a medical technologist. So thank you so much, Cathy. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Kendall. Have a good day, hon.
You too.
Bye-bye.